this is huge. We've never thought of it as a single disease, and when you do, it is almost mind-boggling. If we take all biofilm and put it into one category, wow, you get the 17 million people that get that biofilm disease, and you get 500,000 people dying from that disease. That makes it a big deal. All of a sudden, you've got just an unimaginable and intolerable number of people dying, and you go, oh my gosh. Way back in 2003, 2004, it became very apparent that bacteria played a role in why wounds didn't heal. So we were obviously treating bacteria, and yet it made no difference. It didn't make the wound better if I treated the wound for what the culture said was there. So I just started talking to the guys that know, and I said, how would bacteria affect this? And then some guy mentioned the word biofilm. And sure enough, using the brains and the technology up at the Center for Biofilm Engineering, they were able to show definitively biofilm is present in wounds, and it has something to do with why wounds don't heal. I am so psyched about the diagnostics. The diagnostics changed the playing field. Cultures gave me a microbial reality of one bacteria, a couple bacteria, and it was mainly a certain kind, it'd be staph, it'd be strep, it'd be Pseudomonas. Those were things I knew I had antibiotics for them. I was very comfortable with those. It wasn't changing the outcomes of these wounds. It wasn't working. And so we wanted to go and start doing biofilm diagnostics, and I assumed we would pick up some other bacteria. And it shows 63 different bacteria were in the wound that I looked at. That same wound was diagnosed with a culture, a growing culture, and it showed that that person had MRSA. Our molecular showed that he had MRSA, but it was only 7% of all the bugs. And there were 62 other bacteria in there. It's how they combine together to cause that infection, that chronic infection in that host. That's what I have to attack. We looked at groups of patients that were treated with molecular diagnostics and without molecular diagnostics, and there was a 23% decrease in time to healing if we used the molecular. We have biofilm scientists that say if this is funded at a basic science level, if that is funded, if that public policy happens, a decade should solve the problem of biofilm. Again, 500,000 people dying, billions and billions of dollars in cost. Okay, so it's a big deal, but it's something that it's low-hanging fruit. It's something that we could solve right now if we would just focus on it.